So welcome to Harvey's New Eyes, Edna and Harvey, a point-and-click game by Dedalic Entertainment, published in 2011. We play as the little girl Lily, who basically kills everyone, and that's quite funny. But I first want to cover the game's mechanics, speed mechanics. So if you double-click an exit to a screen, which we'll see in a second, double-click, you instantly leave the screen and enter the next one. Also, the escape button, as you can see on my no board on the bottom of the video. The escape button skips animations, dialogues, basically everything. Oh, not well, almost everything. We'll see later. There are some exceptions to that. And you can combine those two mechanics, like the fast screen change and the escape animation skip thing. So as you see, if you double click the left mouse button and press escape right after in a predetermined rhythm, you skip the fade out. Like after every screen change, there's a little fade out. Takes 1 or 2 seconds. You can skip that one. It's a bit tricky to do, but you get used to it. Here, this banner I took. This is an example of an animation you can skip because it is not really an animation. Some items in this will get relevant later in the game. If you take them, there's no animation. So if you press escape, and this is the big problem with this game, or the big challenge when speedrunning this, if you press escape when there's no animation, or if you press it too often or whatever, the main menu will open, losing you 2 seconds. So you not only do you need precise mouse movement to to click on the things you want to click on fast enough, but basically for every item you pick up, every dialogue, everything, you need to know how often you're allowed, or how often you have to press escape to skip the dialogue, but don't press it too often, or else the menu will open. So this is a big chance. Here, for example, it's 2 times escape, because there's dialogue after that. Here there's 1. After this one, it's 2, and that's you have to remember that all if you want to get a good time in this game. Here, another banner where no escape press is allowed. I think you get the concept of how this run, or what makes this run tricky, I want to say. Makes it difficult. Also, there are some mouse setups, as you could see here. So at some points, after some actions like hanging the banner on the wall there is a screen change, and you can set up the mouse so it's precisely on the next item you need to click on. And there are quite some setups for that. Like here I pressed escape too early, went into the menu, and yeah, lost 2 seconds. Also, another little mechanic: after some items, for whatever reason, the mouse cursor disappears for 1 or 2 seconds, and you can make it reappear by simply clicking once, or in my case, mash clicking. And that will get quite important also later on, because the mechanics and item pickups will change in the second half of the game. Here, for example, let's press escape 4 times, because therefore, here kind of blocks of dialogue, 1 escape press skips. Okay, this looks good so far. Maybe a bit regarding the story. As I said, we are the little girl Lily and her friend Edna's in some trouble to keep it kind of short. And well, of course, this game has a prequel. Edna breaks out. Where you play as Edna, the girl which we already saw a few times. And she's basically fleeing from this guy here in the wheelchair, Dr. Marcel. And so he doesn't catch her. We have to basically erase every evidence of her existing here. That's why we took, for example, the balloon, or I don't even know what we did.
After
did something. So yeah, we got caught. Now, well, the mother and Dr. Marcel are basically sick of us killing people. Well, not directly, but sick of us breaking the rules. So they hypnotized us. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen, we have some restrictions. And by breaking them and hypnotizing Harvey, we can basically go around these restrictions. Yeah, that was chapter 1, by the way. Now we exited the school, and we are in the town to follow Edna to the asylum, where she and Frank, that police guy, which you probably didn't even notice, get kidnapped to. Here is an interesting screen change, because to the left of the cemetery there is not really another screen. Like it's not shown, but it's a secret screen. It's a little Easter egg that sends you into a little screen of the prequel game. Edna breaks out. And that teleport save, I didn't find that quite recently, but I thought of that quite recently. I discovered that thing exists, and that saves quite a few seconds. So I think that's a pretty cool mechanic, using Easter eggs to save time. Doesn't happen too often, but yeah. So we're in the other world again. Don't know if that this world has a name, but whatever. And we're trying to drink alcohol, which we're doing now. And basically, I said we're killing everyone. We killed a lot of the school kids, and now we are basically, spoiler, killing the barman. And he's dead. It's actually quite morbid, but also really funny. If you play it casually, or know what happens. So here, little mini game. I haven't explained that. There are quite some mini games, but there's a skip button, which, well, yeah, skips the whole mini game. Surprise. If you want to see a run with all the skips, you have to look up the category any % no puzzle skips. There, this skip button is disallowed. Most of the mini games are really short. Only the last one, like right before the end, takes a few minutes. It's basically a chess game. Bound to RNG. It is interesting if you speedrun it, but can also completely destroy your run. So I'm quite happy we can skip that. Fully skip that in this category. Okay, now we're. Here's another mouse setup. If you put your mouse onto the edge of the sign in the background, you don't have to move at all and get into the screen by just left and right clicking. Just an example of another tag, another mouse setup. I obviously can't cover them all, but just so you know, they exist and they have a purpose, and speed things up maybe by half a second, 1 second, but that adds up for sure. Okay, Now here we enter the asylum. The police guy helped us, and
The key.
that's it. Chapter 3, the last chapter. This game consists of 3 chapters. This is the boring part of the run, because in this boat you can not go into the menu by pressing escape, and you cannot fast change the screen. As you could see here, I double clicked, nothing happened. This is the only exception to the fast screen change. But there is a little trick. If you double click and then start a dialogue, as you could see here, I double clicked onto the left side of the screen. Then the dialogue with the guy with a bag on the head started. And by then pressing escape, the fast screen change was applied. Basically, this is saves a few seconds. As you saw, going in that boat is insanely slow. And yeah, another interesting mechanic. Also, I think you understand now that here another little wrong warp, not wrong warp, another little teleport. So yeah, I think you understand now why you need that much concentration if you want to run this, or if you want to be fast in this game. Also, I want to say something else. Yeah, when I said wrong warp, when I meant teleport, there are also quite some of those. For example, the cemetery, the Easter egg teleport, but a lot more. Most of them save 1, maybe 2 seconds, nothing big. But yeah, sometimes walking from A to B is simply slower than doing a fast screen change twice.
Really
But of course, it needs some experience to know when something is fast or well. There are some screen changes that are equally fast or slower. For example, in the first level, some are faster but really hard and stupid because you move your mouse a lot. Yeah, it's not that simple. Here we have to color fruit and vegetables because the role play round wants only specially colored fruits and vegetables. Nice little puzzle. So here. Here there will be an animation you cannot skip with the escape button. I don't know why, but it's not possible. If I combine the ball with the kettle there, there will be 2 lines of dialogue I have to skip by pressing the left mouse button. If you press escape here, although there's a dialogue literally playing, the menu will open. Another little teleport to skip some walking to that door. It says 1 or 2 seconds. So in the second half, the game behaves a bit weird. There are a lot of item pickups you can not skip because it's not listed as an animation or something. Some dialogues you cannot skip. I'm not sure what happened here, but that's also getting used to it. You have to know what dialogue you can skip, what dialogue you cannot skip, what item pickup you can and cannot. Well, I think you get the point of this. Also, sometimes clicking on items is hard. And I'm sure there's some stuff I didn't cover in this run when I should have, when it just happened. But yeah, this is the last part of the run. The last level. Now we have to craft the original Harvey. The one with the red eyes is the new one, Harvey's new eyes. Also, that was another dialogue you can't skip with escape. You have to click or mash through it. So we crafted the original Harvey from the prequel game. The chess game plays, we can skip it, fortunately, as I explained earlier. And we killed Dr. Marcel. Like, we actually kill him. I'm not just saying that. We had a knife and he's done. Whoa, that was a lot to cover. I hope you understood at least the half of what I was saying or trying to explain tricks and the movement. And yeah, I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, watch it again or ask me. Oh, that's video playing again. If anything is unclear, simply ask me. I'll try to do my best to explain it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, whatever.